So you're traveling across the country.
Yes, sir.
You left in
August 15th.
August 15th. You left, and you've been just this bike.
Yeah, just this bike.
How many repairs have you had to make along the way?
Just one, and that was my derailleur. So, oh shit. So it was the shifter actually.
Ah, I see.
The shifter, yeah, I had to fix it because it gave out, man. Those mountains in fucking Virginia just killed me.
So you could actually drive through Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana.
These can go off road?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is why it's all of this. I was gonna clean it. I was
Wow.
gonna clean it, but I was like, why? I'm like, you know what?
Just wait till the next stop.
Yeah, just wait to the next stop. Yeah, man. How about yourself? Where you
from?
from?
Have you had any real weather?
Yeah, the first day I started. The first day, man. The first day I started, I was able to do like 24 miles only.
You see, most people would try to say, oh, that's a sign.
Yeah. And believe me, I mean, you know what? I tell people, my story. I'm actually doing this because first of all, I'm celebrating 5 years being sober, right?
Oh, from what?
Alcohol.
Okay.
Alcohol, being sober, But I did this because I had a dream. And in my dream, I saw myself pedaling somewhere, man.
Wow.
Being happy, joyful. Put it this way, it was so vivid that I actually try to go. I woke up like around 5 o'clock in the morning. I try to go back to keep dreaming what I was dreaming, right?
Yep.
But of course, it never happens.
Sometimes.
Rare.
Not like that.
So, I woke up that morning and I said to myself, whatever I was feeling in that dream, it must be a sign. It must be something. So I'm gonna do it. I put in together everything that you saw here, everything that you see here. I put it within 2 weeks.
Wow.
I spoke to my family. I spoke to my kids. I spoke to everybody. I'm like, listen, I'm out.
Oh
They're
my
like, what, are you
gosh, you have
crazy?
kids?
Yeah, I got kids.
How many?
5.
5 kids. Wow. I got 4
kids.
brothers.
Nice.
How many boys?
I got 3 boys and 2 girls.
2 girls. That's the perfect combo.
That's it, man. And I told my kids, I told everybody, I'm like, listen, I've always been a provider. I've been a good dad. I've been I consider myself a good person. I'm like, you know what? I got to do this, man. So I put everything together and I started writing, right? And let me tell you, the same feeling that I had in that dream, I found it.
And you found it?
I found it. And you know what? It's not in the scenery. It's not, of course, the scenery, it's awesome. But you know where I found it? In the people. In the amazing people that I have found throughout my trip, man.
It's something about being a traveler.
Let me tell you, I have found amazing people that have taken me in their house. People that have just, hey man, you're okay. People that, when I broke down, I was in the front of a house, and I asked this gentleman, and again, look, you and I, we don't blend in every state, in every city.
Yeah.
Honestly, let's be honest.
Yeah, we know.
Unfortunately, we live in this type of country where we don't blend in. We're not.
Yeah, you're gonna stand out. I think
Exactly.
even here you might stand out a lot.
Exactly,
Where's this? Missouri?
Yeah, this is Missouri.
Okay.
But I went through Kentucky.
Oh yeah,
I went
Kentucky's
through Virginia.
something.
We still got Confederate flags, and we still got.
Did you go through Tennessee?
No.
Okay.
That was a little further south. No. So
Did you pass Lake Kuttawa?
I think.
Maybe.
I don't even know, man.
Okay.
I passed.
I do like Kentucky.
Yeah, and again, I'm in a place where I'm the only one. There's nobody that looks like me, and I'm 3 shades darker now. Look at this.
Yeah.
But again, when you find people that are willing to, people that take you in their house, people that offer you even a bottle of water in the road, people, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the things, and I found it, man. That feeling that I had in my dream, I found it.
That was that feeling?
That was that feeling, man. That feeling of knowing that there's people out there still that have a good heart. This, it's in itself, it restores, and I know it sounds like a phrase and like a cliche, but it restores the faith in humanity, man. It restores the fact that, there's people out there that are not judging you or seeing you by your color, by what you look, by your accent, but none of that other than, listen, we're humans, you're traveling. You know what? Hey, do you need a place to stay because it's fucking pouring outside?
Yeah.
Or you know what? Hey, do you need some water because I know it's 98 degrees and there's no stores around. You know, so those are the
Jeez,
little
man.
things that when things like that happen to someone that, again, like you and I, you know,
Yep.
when somebody does, I'm sure someone that does something nice for you that you wasn't expecting from that person, it feels nice.
Of course.
It feels
Of course.
nice, you know. So again, you know, I mean, that feeling that I had in my dream, I have found it, man. And let me tell you, it's nice.
That's
It's a
beautiful.
nice feeling, man. You know,
Very-
my kids are happy for me. You know, I tell my kids my stories, and you know, and you know, I have a group chat with my family here, with my kids, with my co-workers, with my family in Mexico.
Oh man,
You know,
you're from
everybody-
Mexico.
Yeah, I'm Mexican, man.
Where in Mexico?
Mexico City.
Mexico City. Mi esposa es mexicana.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Her aunt, her
Uh-huh.
tia, eres Mexico City.
Mexico City, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and you know, I mean, it's just been awesome, man. Awesome. It's been great. It's been awesome.
That
I mean,
that cliche feeling, that cliche phrase that you said, it's very odd that when you as you get older and you experience more, almost all the cliche sayings
Yeah,
start
yeah,
to become
it's-
true.
exactly,
They
yes.
start to hit you.
It's-
You're
it
like,
hits you,
oh
yes,
my
absolutely
gosh,
right.
they knew something. Who came up with this
yeah,
phrase?
yeah. Believe it or not, yeah, man.
Because that humanity is innate in all of us.
Yeah.
To want to do good for people and help people,
Mhm.
it's in you.
Yeah.
Certain things turn people shrewd,
Mhm.
but I don't think we're all like that.
We all like
man.
that, yeah, man.
Yeah,
and
I don't
again,
think
you
we're
know,
all
I mean,
like that
I've
at
just
all.
been very blessed to, you know, ever since I started this trip, man. And it's funny because I talk to my kids, and my kids are like, "Pat, we worry." I'm like, "Why? I think we already lost you. I don't think you're gonna come back. You're having such a good time." And you know, I mean, hey, I mean, you know, I see you working. I mean, you know, driving trucks must not be easy.
No, it isn't.
It's not
but
an easy job, you know. And listen, any hard working man, like I consider myself a hard working man.
For
I'm
sure.
a provider. Any hard working man doesn't have it easy. We don't have it easy. A lot of people don't appreciate what a man like us, because again, I consider myself a provider.
I
and
hear that.
You know, nobody cares how we wake up in the morning. Nobody cares how we doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A couple of months before I started the trip, I didn't know what anxiety was. I didn't know what depression was. I didn't know
Wow.
about all of this, bro. None of this. I never knew what it was, because I'm a man. I'm supposed to wake up, do what I have to do, go work, bust my ass, come home and provide.
Quick question. When you say you didn't know what that was, do you mean like you didn't have time to even process those?
Exactly. Yeah,
Feelings?
because
Okay.
again, you know, I mean, we're
You gotta
like,
go.
We're Mexican. We gotta go.
You
We don't
gotta
have
do it.
time. You know what I mean?
Especially Mexican men.
Exactly. You know, we don't have time. I'm Mexican, bro. Like, you get up and you do what you have to do, whatever it is that you have to do, and then you worry about yourself. And a couple of months ago, before I started the trip, I started feeling sick, man. I started feeling, again, I didn't know what it was. All I know is
Oh
that my
my
heart was
gosh.
raising, and you know, I felt like I was gonna die, and I would rush to the hospital, and they're like, "Sir, your heart is fine. Like, you're perfectly fine." And I mean, we gotta go into death or how your health is, but you seem like a normal health, young man.
Oh my
And I was feeling
gosh.
all this shit, like, what the fuck is this? And you know what it was? Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Anxiety, bro. Anxiety. Waking up in the morning and all of a sudden getting headaches, and just not. I have kids, and it's not like I don't have the will of to live, because I love life.
Yeah.
But as a man, as me, as myself, as a person that I am, I needed something else, a challenge.
Damn,
Time for
man.
myself.
I'm
Time
getting
for me.
chills right now.
Time for
dude.
myself, man. And let me tell you, man, I was spoken to my mom, to my mom and my dad, because they knew, they know who I am. And like I said, the last couple of months before the trip, I was waking up with headaches, all of a sudden chest pains, fucking back pains. Like, I was feeling sick. I was feeling out of sick. Like, out of what? Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I go in, blood work, everything is fine. I'm checking. I'm not there, but
No, but you're in very decent shape.
I
Very
was
decent.
like, dang, what is it? So I started doing research. I went to a hospital, and they're like, yo, you're suffering from depression. I'm like, depression of what?
Holy moly.
And again, these are the things that we don't talk as men. We don't talk. Oh, bro,
Nah,
you're
we
depressed.
good, yeah.
We're
Let's go get a
depressed.
drink.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not depressed. It's either when you're depressed, it's either you, and this is where all the substance abuse come in.
Comes
as men.
in. Yeah.
Because if you're depressed and if you're overthinking and all that shit, either you're gonna become an alcoholic, which I did,
Oh, yeah.
or you're gonna start doing some other crazy shit, drug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is our gateway. You know, this is how
It's
we
an escape.
Yeah, that's how we escape. But in reality, you still have depression, you still have anxiety, you still have all
Oh
these problems that
my
are coming. Why?
God.
Because again, men we don't talk about it, but we all go through this, man. I have kids, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, I mean, again,
Father, been working,
been
moved
working,
from Mexico,
you know, I mean,
been
of
in this
course,
country.
I mean, we're in this, whether you like it or not, we are, again, people like you and I, you know, I mean, you understand because,
I do.
again, you know, we're not looked, I mean, you know, the way we should be, you know what I'm saying, in many places. So, you know, it was all of this combined, man, and I was like, why the fuck am I feeling sick? Like,
Damn.
you know, I'm like, I'm 40 years old. It's depression. You must be out your mind. You know, like I
You
don't
said
have
depression, you must be out your mind.
Depression out of what?
I got shit to do.
But then again, you know, I mean, the doctors tell you, listen, depression is not something that you're going right now. No, depression can be, you know, overthinking your past. You
Oh,
know,
an
I mean,
accumulation
yeah,
of things, for
accumulation
sure.
of shit that you know what you still hold together, grudges, anger,
Yeah.
disappointments, fucked up, you know, mistakes, all of that shit. You gotta let it go, man. And I have found it here.
On the bike.
I have had time to cry, to forgive myself, you know, to rethink shit that I did. And hey, listen, hey, it is what it is,
It
man.
is what it is.
And when you understand that, listen, when you understand the beauty of life, man, when you understand that waking up every morning, right now, bro, like I woke up, look, I woke up.
I envy this setup. I'm like, he got to sleep outside under the stars, touching the ground, bike right here,
Right
you
there.
know, just breathing it all
breathing,
in.
bro.
No steel box,
Nope.
no cardboard,
Nothing,
no
bro.
drywall
Let me tell
around
you, I mean, even, you know, I mean, they say that sleeping, you know, closest to the ground, it helps. I believe so.
Okay.
Walking in the grass, you know, I mean, it recharges your, you know, your body, you know,
Yes.
we're made out of ground. So, you know, these are the little things that I
The
can
little
tell you that
things.
have make me better, man. I mean, I feel better. I feel energized. Right now, I took a break because yesterday was a long day, you know, but, you know, I usually be out right now. I'm like, listen, it's the Katy Trail. Ever since I put all of this together in 2 weeks.
Yo, man.
And when I started doing this, man, this is the trail that I wanted to do. I'm like,
Are
yo,
you serious?
Yeah.
You read about this?
Yeah, I read about this. I mean, again, you know, I told you I had a dream. You know, first of all, I didn't even know it was possible for you to cross the country on a bike.
You just gave me that. My friend told me about this a while ago, but I don't know if it definitely wasn't across the country.
Yeah, well,
it had to be a state.
Well, this is only goes from St. Charles all the way to Clinton, but then there's the part that goes to Kansas, right? But so there's this route. It's called the Trans-America Trail, which is called Route 76 because it was built in 1976.
Wow.
So that route takes you all the way from Yorktown, Virginia, from East Coast all the way to Oregon, West Coast.
That'll
but-
take you to Oregon?
Yeah, but I'm not going there because it's gonna be too cold. So once I get to Pueblo, Colorado, I'm detouring south,
Yeah.
and I'm taking what it's called the Western Express, that takes you to Colorado, Nevada. I mean Utah, Nevada, and then
Oh, that's
California.
gonna be a good move. Utah be chilly, but
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
like
I mean,
Oregon.
I love the winter, man. I
You
mean,
do?
don't get me wrong. Oh, I love the
I
winter.
appreciate the winter.
Bro. Oh, bro, I love the winter. You know, I mean, I was actually talking back home to my mom yesterday. I called him. It was like around like this. You know, it was already getting dark, but it was still clear.
Yeah.
Over there, they're already fucking dark. It's already getting cold.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
"Dang, man."
true. That's true.
You know,
I've
and I
had the
was
East
like-
Coast, West Coast
Yeah,
family
man.
thing.
And again, you know, I
How
mean,
long have you been biking?
So a month, exactly a month.
Oh, wait, I mean like, were you biking before this?
Well, okay, so when I stopped drinking, you know, I felt again. That's when I felt like I was gonna relapse, and I went to my doctor, and he goes like, "Listen, he's a fellow cyclist. He's like,
Wow.
listen, you gotta find something to fill that void. That time that you used to go to the bar and drink and all
There
that
is a
shit.
void.
Yeah, you have to find something to, you know, to get better at it. I'm like, okay. So he goes like, start a hobby, something. I'm like, I can't start a hobby. He's like, I'm like, I don't have the time for a hobby. Again, we don't have time for hobbies, right? Because
Yeah.
we're fucking men.
You gotta work.
You gotta work. He goes like, well, and I was like, and besides, I can't run because you know, I got my ankles are shot. He goes like, try cycling. I'm like, cycling. He goes like, yeah, buy yourself a used bike, a fucking $20 bike, and just pedal from your house to your job. I'm
Whoa.
like, you know what? I can do that. 12 miles back and forth.
12 miles there, 12
Yeah.
miles back
Uh-huh.
on bike. That's good. That's
That's
decent.
good. I'm like, yeah, that's decent. So I started doing that, and let me tell you, man, I fell in love with the sport.
Damn.
It's I read that cycling is the only sport and speed that everything happens around you. It's in human speed because you control it.
Ah.
You can get on this bike and pedal, and if you want to see something, you stop and you reverse and you look,
Yeah.
and then you keep going.
It's
You
not
know
like a car.
not like a car. Yeah, a car you switch, zoom, it's already back there.
Yeah. Not even like a motorcycle.
Even a motorcycle, it's
Yeah,
completely different.
it's
you know what I mean?
completely
This, you
different.
have total control, and let me tell you, man, I have loved it, man. I have loved it. I have a 360 camera. It takes amazing videos. I'll show you.
Oh, you have the.
Yeah, the 360. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I have this one. So let me see, where's these are all the videos that I send my kids. No, this one. It's pretty cool.
No, that's phenomenal. Do you get to rotate that in the editing?
Yeah.
Oh man. How much is that?
Well, Neil, again, man. I mean, I'm not rich, bro. I got kids. I got,
Yeah,
know what
you
I
got
mean?
stuff to take
Bro,
care of.
these are, all of this setup, bro. Believe it or not, I put it less than $1,000, including the bike.
And the camera.
Well, the camera was okay. So the camera, new one,
Gotta be like $5.
$700 because
Okay.
it's a dual lens. So it's something new that it came out. So you take it out, right, and you take out the battery, and then you can change the lens. So I have a 5K action camera that you put it here. So it's pretty cool.
No,
you know?
that's well worth 700.
Yeah, 700.
And some.
But I bought it on OfferUp. I bought it used
I'll totally do that.
for $280.
Oh, damn. Nah, that was meant for you.
Yeah.
That was meant for you.
And again, so ever since I had that dream, all of this trip has meant to be mine. Has meant to be, God
Yeah.
wanted me to do it. I bought the bike, the guy wanted $1,000. I told him the story of what I wanted to do. He goes like, take it for $600. Take it. He gave it to me for $600. Like 2 days later, it was Amazon Prime Day, whatever it was.
Yeah.
These 2 bags, which are, these are all my clothing. So this goes here. And I'm sorry, these are all dirty, but
You funny.
So, this goes over here. So this is my clothing.
Solid. Everything
Solid, yeah,
waterproof.
man. And listen, yeah, everything is waterproof. So
You're working with about 50 pounds.
well, including the bike, it's 75.
That's light.
Yeah.
I thought it was 50. So the bike's probably like 25 pounds then.
Yeah, 25 pounds.
Yeah, okay, that's
25
good.
pounds. Yeah,
That's
it's not
good.
bad. It's not bad. With everything, it's like about 75, 80 pounds.
I love the fact that you can pull out your bag and sleep
Oh yeah,
anywhere you
anywhere,
want.
man, anywhere.
You have a
anywhere.
hammock with you?
Huh?
You have a
No,
hammock with you?
no. I
Okay,
didn't have
just
a hammock.
wondering.
Yeah, I mean, look, this would be fucking perfect right there.
Oh man.
Yeah. I didn't thought about it, but yeah, man. So again,
My brother, what is, if you have one, I would love to tell everyone your Cash App so you could get as many things along the way. I know you don't want one.
Oh man.
I know you don't want anything. I know you're probably going to say you don't need anything, but please,
Listen,
you
I
know.
don't have a Cash App.
Okay.
I have Zelle.
Zelle.
Yeah, Zelle.
Well, what's your Zelle?
It's my phone number.
Go ahead.
201?
221
No, 201
201
918
918
7663.
7663.
Yes,
Got
sir.
it. What's your
Yeah.
name?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus, man.
I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
brother.
I was just reading some scriptures this morning.
That's good, man. And again, I tell people, man, believe me, I mean, it's been awesome, man. It's been awesome.
I can only imagine. There is something about traveling by yourself. I've done the crying just randomly. You just break out in tears. I don't know if it's a song playing or silence.
Uh-huh.
But with biking, the breathing just
Everything.
helps you process so much. What do you usually eat?
So, man, again, my mom told me, whenever you see a little fruit stand, get raw vegetables, raw tomatoes, raw pickles, cauliflower, broccoli.
Oh,
man. One of the hardest things, and I think that a lot of people, again, I'm new to this.
For sure.
I have made mistakes and all of that, but I have. But first of all, one of the hardest things for us cyclists it's finding a safe place to camp, you know, to stay.
Ah,
But there's this beautiful app called Warm Showers.
warm showers.
So Warm Showers is an application where there's people around here or around where you're gonna be, and they're just either fellow cyclists or people that
That's
had a
genius.
family member that did the trip, and they just have a spare room, you know, or a place for you to crash. And again, you know, you look through their, you know, feedback, and they also look. I mean, whoever hosts me can leave a
Yeah, almost like Airbnb.
yeah, like Airbnb,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, and throughout that app is where I have found amazing people. I stayed with these with a mother and daughter in Lebanon, Kentucky, for the holiday weekend. The one
That's
just passed.
phenomenal.
I had never been kayaking. She took me.
You went kayaking?
I went
I love
kayaking.
kayaking, man.
I went kayaking. I went to the farm. I saw how honey is made.
So you got to see some bees.
Bro, some bees.
Did you touch
know,
them?
Huh?
Did they land on you? or
No,
anything?
no, we couldn't do that, you know, because they were they had just been transferred there.
Okay,
so
okay.
they were still a little crazy.
Acclimating.
But, yeah, acclimating. But you know, I mean, I have done so much things that, again, you know, I mean, I live in Jersey City, right across the, you know, the Hudson River from New York City,
Yeah.
so we don't see this.
It's a real busy, but I was born in Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay.
My brother lives in Rhode Island, Virginia.
Uh-huh.
I've been to New York plenty of times.
Yeah,
My mom's
so-
in New York right now.
Yeah,
So I know how that goes.
So you know how it is.
Culture shock for sure.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so I was like, I've been putting all of, you know, I went kayaking. I have done all of these things that I would have never thought to make, you know.
And you made the time for it.
And I made the time for
And
it.
for
you know
yourself.
What I mean? And I met amazing people. Like I said, that, you know, that lady with her daughter, you know, they hosted me for the. you
No,
know,
that's a big deal because it's a woman and her daughter,
It's a woman, her daughter.
and she's trusting a cyclist and a man to come in, spend time with,
Yeah.
share everything.
Yeah.
That's really opening your heart.
Opening, yeah, exactly, and not only that, but you know, you're opening your heart and you're just, you know, trusting whoever it is. But there's something about cycling, and maybe not cycling, but maybe about traveling.
Yeah.
You know, like people said, you know, people like myself, we're on a mission, you know. We're on a mission. We are trying to get a place to rest.
You are on a mission,
You
man.
know what? And that mission for whoever is doing this for whatever reason, to me, is just find happiness. And you know, I mean, that sensation that I tell you about is like a little fiend. I like to meet new people.
Yeah.
And I like when people, you know, I mean, they're like, hey, what's up? They act like yourself, you know. Like,
I'm so glad you did, because I
You
saw, I
know?
was like, wait, what's he doing over there with the bike? He's moving or
yeah,
something.
man. And I was like, you know what I mean? And I tell my story to people. It's like, you know what? Again, you know, as men, I you know what? If we can talk to men, if we can reach men out there, like, you know, sometimes people don't care about us.
That's
They
facts.
If
That's
it's
facts.
not your mom, if it's not your wife, if it's not, you know, your family member, people don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
about
tough
you.
shit, man. I
Yeah.
had it hard too.
Yeah,
Life
you know,
goes on.
You know, I mean, life goes on, man. And again, you know, this beautiful trip has given me the time, like I told you, man, to evaluate myself, to forgive myself, to cry,
Shoosh.
to, you know, talk to myself. I laugh, I remember.
That
you know.
word that you keep saying keeps resonating with me because you keep saying self.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes as soon as you hit the ground running in this world, whatever country you're in as a man,
Mhm.
it's like, yo, you actually never really got time to find yourself
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
It all happens so fast.
So fast, you know. And again, I mean, if you have kids, you know, again, you know, there are so much things. I'm blessed to tell you, know, I mean, my 3 oldest kids, they're fine. You know, my oldest, she's a nurse. My other son, you know, he's working. So.
Oh, how old's the oldest?
She turned 21. She's turned 21.
She's 21?
Yeah,
That's your
21.
oldest?
Yeah.
Oh, you got some babies on your hands.
Yeah, man. You know, and again, you know, it's like I'm just blessed, man. I'm blessed, and you know, I mean, and I think my family knew, you know, my family knew. My mom knew exactly how much I needed this.
For sure.
Because she seen me, you know. I mean, you know, if you're blessed enough to have your mom, you know, she knows when something.
Yeah. Saw you from a baby to a man. Saw you
know,
struggle.
She knew that I needed this, and when I told her, I'm like, listen, everybody was like, you're crazy. But then
Everybody said you're crazy?
yeah, everybody was like, Papi, you're crazy. Like,
Why would they say it? Even your friends?
yeah, of course.
No.
They were like 2. Because again, you know, I mean, it's not like,
It isn't normal.
It's not normal.
It's not normal.
It's not our sport, really. I mean, it's
No, it's
you know
not.
what I mean, now if I tell my kids, listen, I'm gonna go play soccer in another state.
Play
okay,
soccer.
go.
Maybe
But-
rodeo.
Maybe rodeo.
I know y'all
Right?
get down
But,
with the
you know,
bulls.
Not this. So when I told everybody, they were like, "You crazy?"
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm like, listen, I'm taking that dream as a sign, and maybe I do believe that when God, they say that when God's time is perfect, and I personally do
It
believe it now.
is. It's gotta be.
Every day since the first day I started this, man, everything has just been meant to me. It was just, it has just been.
It's for you. This is your journey.
There are days when when I first started, again, I'm afraid. I don't know. I haven't done this, man. Like, I don't know what to do. Like.
It's everybody's first time for something, huh?
Even the first day, I didn't even know how to set up a tent.
Oh, that
And
must
I
have
told
been
you,
interesting.
it downpour on myself. Everything was wet because I did the setup wrong. But again,
Damn.
you learn.
Yeah, you learn.
And again, coming into this, I knew very early that there were going to be 3 challenges. In order for me to complete this, in order for me to be successful at this,
Yeah.
you're going to have mental challenge, physical, and emotional.
Wow.
And if you are not able to survive those or overcome those 3 emotions, man, you won't be able to do this. Because there are days that you're riding 2 hours on the track and next thing you know it's blocked. So now those 2 hours
Now
you
you
gotta
gotta
come
go back. You lost all that time.
all that time. And then again, if you take it with a good spirit and you're like, okay, well, we're
It
already
is what
here.
it is.
It is what it is,
It
man.
is what
Like,
it is.
Don't waste your time. And if people live, again, man, if people learn to live that way,
Yeah, in the moment.
in the moment, it is what it is, bro. Like, what are we gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna cry? No, like, come on, hurry up.
Because
pedal
that
faster.
is what anxiety is.
It is,
It's
exactly.
the future. You're trying to be ahead of where
Yeah,
you
we
are
don't know
now.
it.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Worrying about something that, all of us, live, again, we all overthinkers.
Yep.
If you have kids, you're an overthinker. You have to. Because you got to think ahead. Is my kid going to be okay?
Yeah.
If you have parents, hey, I
I got
don't
a
know if
plan
you love your
for
parents
this.
like I do, but if you love your parents, hey, you know that their time is kicking and,
Yeah. I gotta take care of them.
I got to take
They
care of them.
can't work
what?
forever.
And let me tell you, even, I tell people, like, right now, even if I go home right now, even let's say that I don't finish, because the end point is California, but let's say that I don't finish it, I don't
Yeah.
finish the trip, I'm fine with myself.
That's,
I'm fine.
There it is.
If let's say that tomorrow I cannot, like I told my kids, I'm doing this to enjoy myself, but the moment that I put my health at risk,
Yeah.
the moment that it's becoming a burden and I'm not
Yeah.
waking up to do it,
I'm not gonna force it.
I'm like, listen, that's the day that I call my kids, pick me up, fly
Come
me
get
out,
me.
or do
I'm
something,
gonna do
like
something.
I'm ready to go home.
I'm not gonna force it.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna force it, but as of now, I was like, I told my kids, I'm like, I'm loving it, man. It's
Oh, you got this in the bag.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Believe
got
me,
this in the
I
bag.
mean, the first couple of days, man, it was hard. Again, putting up that tent and setting up that bike and
That's that.
know,
Yes, because you don't know what's gonna happen, and some people mess up and they're like, "Yo, f
Yeah,
this,
exactly,
man. I'm
exactly.
frustrated. I'm
They're
wet.
frustrated,
I'm
yeah.
tired. I'm cold."
And again, the other day I was coming through. I was gonna cross over to Illinois from Kentucky. So I'm pedaling. I searched the route, and it turns out that the bridge that I was supposed to cross, it's closed. They're doing some maintenance, so I can't cross. I'm like, fuck. So I had to literally pedal almost 3 hours down. 3 hours.
That's what you were talking about.
So again, and I even put it on my page, on my Instagram. Like, listen, I'm not worried. It's Friday.
Yeah.
I have the GPS. I have plenty of batteries. I have the music on because I have my little speaker. I listen to my music.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, it's a beautiful night out. It is what it is.
It is what
man.
it is.
And
I'll
listen,
enjoy it.
I made it to Illinois like around 12 midnight, but I made it.
Yeah.
You know what? And listen, even that night, God provided because I was gonna go to a little hotel room,
Yeah.
not for me to save those 3 hours, and I called and everything was booked. It was a Friday.
Yep.
So I called, once you cross that bridge over from Kentucky to Illinois, there's a campground. I called and the guy goes like, I'm like, listen, I explained to him the situation. He goes like, listen, don't worry about it. I'm like, how much is it? He's like, I don't care about the money. Just make sure you get here safe.
Jeez.
Find a spot.
You're good
And
to
you know
go.
what? You're just there. Come on. Again,
You
and
can't. Yeah. Gotta appreciate that.
You know
Gotta
what I mean?
appreciate
and
that.
these are the little things when that man said, I don't care about the money. All I want you to do is just
Be
take your
safe.
time, get across safe. When you come in, find wherever you want to park, whatever you want to put, just put there. I met him the following day. You know, I mean, there has been people around, you know, where they're like, hey, what are you doing? And I tell them my story, and they're like, hey, let me buy you lunch. And again, you know, I mean, even when you know, I have kids, I got family.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have the money, but you don't have the time. Sometimes you have the time, but you don't have the money. I'm in between. But I tell my kids I have health now. I have health now. I might not have
With
it
that,
tomorrow.
you got everything.
That's it. That's
With
it.
that, you got everything,
You
man.
know, I mean, I tell people, listen, I have health now. I might not have it a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. I have it now. I think that, you know, I mean,
Use it.
everything it's okay, you know, for me to do this trip. And look, I mean, my kids are loving it. My kids are supporting me. My family's supporting me. And even, you know, I mean, I did my math, and I'm like, fuck, you know, I mean, this is the money that I need.
Yeah.
And even that was censored through a dream. Because, you know, a couple of days before, I was like, man, like, you know, I don't want to break the bank, all of this, all of that. But I went to sleep, and in that sleep, I saw my answer. I'm like, Jesus, you have always worked. You know how to work. You know how to.
You
Bro,
make it happen.
I'll
Yeah.
make it happen. I mean, if anything, you're gonna tell me that I cannot go to a restaurant and be like, listen, sir, this is what I'm doing. Can I wash your dishes for an hour and just give me a plate?
I
of food?
have
That's
it. Yeah.
That's it. I
you
mean-
think someone's not? I
Exactly.
always thought about that
Yeah.
too. Sometimes I'll be sitting down eating. I'm like, man, what if I just I swiped my card,
Yeah.
nothing was working. I didn't
Nothing
have
was
cash.
working.
I would tell them, hey,
Yeah.
tell the cook go home. Or the dishwasher
The
go home.
dishwasher, yeah.
I'll do it tomorrow and open up for you guys.
That's it. You know, I mean,
That's
you know,
amazing.
even that was censored, you know. And when you again,
That was in your dream?
yeah, that was in my dream because I was worrying, you know, because again, you know, you gotta remember this is 3 months that I'm not earning.
Yeah.
months that I'm not
that's
earning money.
that's a big deal.
It is a big deal, especially for someone. Again, you know, I mean, I'm not. It's not that I'm looking to become rich, but I am the type of man that I like to have money in my
Yeah.
pocket, even $5. If I don't have it, I'm itching. I'm
No,
allergic.
I
I'm
have a
allergic
lot
to
of
not having
Mexican
money.
friends. That you guys are all like,
We
hey, we
have
gotta
to.
have our shit.
Yeah, we
on
have
point.
to. You know, I mean, at least $10, but I gotta call them mine. You know. So when thinking about it, like, yo, it's 3 months without me providing, without me earning money. So I put a little bit of money on the side, and I sold a couple of things that I had. You know. But I was like, you know, I mean, I'm still not sure, but. And again, I can call my kids, I can call my mom,
course.
but this is mine. This is my trip. This is mine. I
This
want to
you-
do it me. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
I can call anyone, and I know I can call my friends, co-workers.
Facts.
And thank God I have good credit with all of them. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
credit
they
is
know who I
important.
am. You know,
That's
I mean,
important.
I have no problems with
But
it.
look
you know.
at you, what you're out here doing. Who needs any more credit than this?
That's it, you know.
Who
So
needs
I
any
was
more
like,
credit than this?
you know, but even that, you know, I went to sleep, and in my sleep, you know, I mean, you know, I had like a conversation. They're like, well, Jesus, you know how to work, man. You have always worked.
Yeah.
I don't mind washing dishes, cleaning the bathroom, fucking mowing the yard,
Yeah.
picking up garbage. I don't mind.
Facts.
I don't mind. Like,
That's,
listen,
that's you need humility in life.
that's it. And
Be-
believe me, doing this
Will humble you.
will humble you. You know why? Because you are at the mercy of Mother Earth, and you're at the mercy of whoever is willing to help you.
Yeah.
So when you put those things together, you understand how humble you have to be.
You do.
Because you have to go to a complete stranger, be like, excuse me, can I get a bottle? I mean, can I just get some water for you?
Yes.
And of course, I have, you know, have the you know, I have, you know, have the people, amazing people that always say yes. But I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be someone that is gonna water, like,
Yeah.
bro, go to the river. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that are gonna happen. You know, like
Yeah, and then you can't take it personal.
you can.
'Cause you understand.
Okay, listen, it is what it is.
Yup,
like,
it
you
is
know,
what
I mean,
it is.
so these are again, you know, these are the little things that humble you, man. That you know, I mean,
Make you take it in stride.
yeah. I mean, you can't have ego in this, bro. You can't
You
have.
cannot.
No, you can't have
It's not
pride.
about
No,
that.
it's not about that.
That
This is
pride is the first sin.
About, yeah.
Pride is the first sin.
You have to have, you know, you have to have humility in this type of you know, thing, because you're at the mercy of strangers. You're at the mercy of God. You're at the mercy of the elements, and you know, hoping, you know, for you to get a shelter. I remember
Yeah.
the first day, bro, a storm, pouring.
Yeah, so many people would have turned around.
Exactly.
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
So many people have been like, let's do it tomorrow.
Let's do it tomorrow.
And if
Now
you
what
did
I
it
know-
tomorrow, I wouldn't have even met you, man.
Yeah, again, you know, I mean, I tell people that, I'm like, listen, I mean, a lot of people, you know, wait for the right time to do stuff. There's never a right time.
Wow.
really think about it, there's never a right time.
There is never a right time.
Never. The right time is when you're willing to put in the work. That's the right time. When you wake up in the morning, like me, like right now, I'm waking up at 9. I can't wait to go eat breakfast there, and I can't wait to pedal, get myself dirty. I haven't showered, but I'm okay.
Yeah,
I like
it
it.
is what it is.
You know?
Now, I had 2 more questions,
Mhm.
2 big ones, because we didn't get to finish it. What do you primarily eat on the road? You said raw fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, and you know,
When you can get a hot meal and you get a hot
whenever
meal
I can get a hot meal, like if I know, like for example, this little place right there, I know that it's, you know, it's good. I mean, I buy there, but you know, a lot of pasta, because you need
The
carbs.
carbs.
Yeah, you need carbs. Man. You
People
need
underestimate carbs. They say
carbs.
you
have,
don't.
especially for this, for the energy, man,
You
for the
need
insulin
carbs
to spike it. Yeah, man. I mean,
and
a lot
water.
of crackers, a lot of water, hydration. You know, is very important. I mean, because of the weight, you're limited to how much weight you can carry. I mean, I'm a myself, so I have 2 full bottles. Thank God for Family Dollar, Dollar General, and all these store, bro. Whenever
Do you have
see-
any minerals?
Huh?
You have any minerals?
Yeah. I have a little package. Right now, I actually got to get more, but how you call it? Little electrolytes, you know, go a long way
Electrolytes.
for the cramps. Saltiness, crackers, you know, like whenever I'm pedaling and I'm tired, like, you know, again, this trail is very nice.
The
you know?
minerals are important. That's
Yeah,
all.
minerals,
I
man.
do, if you would allow me to, have some magnesium.
Oh, yeah.
It's some
Oh,
high quality
I
magnesium.
have magnesium.
You do?
I have magnesium. I have ashwagandha.
Oh, you got ashwagandha?
Oh yeah, here.
Oh,
I mean, I have it.
man.
I have it in pill forms.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good. That's good to go, man.
Yeah.
That's a good to go.
Which reminds me, I gotta eat them. I gotta take my medicine. Well, not medicine, but my supplements. You know.
Yeah, you got to.
You know, but stuff like this, I also buy.
Oh, my man. Yeah, you're a traveler,
Yeah,
man.
little Spanish rice. You know
Put
what I mean?
water, heat it up.
Yeah,
I'm good
put
to
it
go.
up, heat it up.
Some
put-
places you just need a microwave.
Man, I have a stove. I have everything.
Gee, you got a stove?
Yeah, I have a stove.
Oh shoot, you are moving, man.
Yeah, man. I have my stove. So this is on my. Again, you know what? I mean, I'm kind of proud of what I did for
You
such.
got to be,
for,
man.
for such short you know, time that I had to prepare.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I have 2 stoves. So I have so this is all this. Which I gotta
And you
organize.
learn to keep your stuff together.
Yeah, you
that was
have
one
to,
of
you know.
my.
But I mean, everyday moves. So right now it's kind of chilly, so I gotta take out my. So this is my canister.
Ah,
So these are all my. So this is camera tools. This is first aid tools. These are bike tools. You know.
yeah,
so I
guys,
got
it's not just traveling. You gotta
Nah,
be prepared.
tools, man. So these are my canisters, 2 of them. I got a water filtration system. In case I run out of water, I can go to any creek, river.
Yeah, that
Uh,
takes the fear off for
yeah.
sure of not having water.
This is my little
And
pot.
you cooking,
Yeah, I'm cooking. Yeah, whenever I have the chance, I cook, man. I cook myself a meal.
Yeesh.
I cook. I have my little chair, you know, that I fold and I just relax. You know.
You got this. Will teach you gratitude.
Yeah,
on a
man.
whole
And
nother
again,
level.
you know, I mean, this is my little wood stove.
Ah,
Yeah. So in case, let's say, I ran out of canister somewhere and I can't have it.
you can start a fire.
Yeah, I can start a fire here.
How would you start the fire?
Well, I have lighters, you know.
Lighters,
yeah, I have
matches.
lighters. I have 2. I have 2 lighters, you know. But this goes all over there here. So this is the. You know, this is
I'm learning a lot
Yeah,
just
yeah.
from this. Like, hey,
so this is the you know the stove, the wood one, wood, twigs, little paper, whatever you find.
damn.
Yeah, and then this is the. So then this is the pot. This is easier, you know. I use this most of the time because all you do is. And again, man, I went online and some of these brands are completely ridiculous. Like the good brand for something like this is called Jet Fuel, some shit like that. It's like $100 and something, man.
And this one,
This one I went online. I got it for like $42.
and you like it.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. It's it does the same thing as the big name brands. It's some Chinese brand.
Wow,
But you know, you twist it here. You know, this one even has a twist and lock.
almost like a rocket
Yeah,
stove.
exactly, like a rocket stove. Yeah, so like this, and that serves you 1 liter, man. I mean, I put
Sheesh.
2 packs of ramen. I put some
Hey.
dry meat,
Whatever
and, you know,
others-
and rice,
yeah.
and right there, man, cook it. If I have broccoli, so
And
like
you
I said,
gone.
and that's it, man. You eat.
That'll
man.
fill
That's
you
it.
up for sure.
Oh yeah.
Now, my second question was, what fears have you overcome on the road, if any?
Ooh, well, again, you know, like I told my kids, like I told my family, I'm not afraid of the bears. I'm not afraid of you know, nature, elements. You know, I'm not afraid of that. Again, my biggest fear was finding people that would try to, that might want to harm me just because of the color of my skin.
wow.
That was my biggest fear, and it's messed up.
Holy moly.
It's messed
I
up.
have a friend who's the same way.
Yeah, it's
we travel and he'd tell me like, yo man, not this side of town. We like, you don't stop and talk to people here and da 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 da.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, I told my kids, you know, I mean, because even my family was like, yo, don't you have, aren't you afraid? I'm like, listen, my biggest fear is to come across people that are ignorant, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's
That is,
ignorance.
there is
It's
ig-
ignorance.
that's all
fight
it is,
ignorance?
actually.
How do you fight ignorance? Ignorance is just the lack of knowledge, information, educating yourself. How do you fight with someone that is ignorant?
Yeah.
How do you fight with someone that is arguing because, you know, now I'm 3 shades darker maybe than him? You know, I mean,
We're damn the same now. Jesus
you
Christ.
know, I mean, how do you fight? How do you argue with that? And again, you know, I'm a visitor, so I don't have, and I'm a part of, you know, I'm in a place, part of the country that maybe there's not one that looks like me in miles, you know?
There, you can literally go some places for 50, 100
Yeah,
miles,
and there's no
you'll
one.
not see anyone of your complexion.
Exactly, you know, so again, but this is where I tell you, I mean, this is where if you have faith, and whoever you believe, God, Allah, whatever you want to call
Yep.
him, you know, I mean, if you have faith, you know, I mean, he's with you.
Yep.
And I tell my kids, you know, my mom calls me, we usually pray every night, you know, she calls me.
Hey,
You know, she called me last night. We had a prayer, you know, I mean, making sure I was okay. My dad also, you know, I mean, pastors, you know, people from church, you know, that my mom goes to. I'm not in church, you know, not like I should be. But you know what? I always tell my kids, me and God, we have a special relationship, man.
Shoot.
Because, you know, I mean, I have gone through some stuff that you're like, what? But here I am, man,
Here you
smiling,
are.
living life, because it will be an insult. It will be an insult to...
that's it. That's the best form of worship I think you could do, man.
It will be an insult, you know. Like, listen, I'm still able to get up. When you do this type of thing, you know, or anything that requires all of your body, you get to appreciate whatever you're composed of, whatever I'm made of. You know, I mean, I appreciate my legs, my
got
hands,
to.
my eyes, my ears, my nose. I smell my head, my brain, my lungs, everything that I'm composed of.
Yeah,
I need.
you do.
I need every day.
Sometimes some people, you're sick. You just, if I could just breathe through both my nostrils, man. If I could just breathe
That's
through
it,
my
yeah.
nostrils.
Yeah.
Some people's like, if I could just, my knee would just be okay for me to pedal.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
you've been doing it
I've
for
been doing
30 days, no problems,
You
man.
know, I mean,
It's a big deal.
I tell people it's like, listen, when you do this, is that when you start to appreciate who you are, you know, what you're made of, and not what you look like, no, but who you are. Like, listen, you know, I'm 5'2". I'm a short man. You know, I never had issues with my height, thank God. But
Yeah.
you know, I'm 5'2". You know, I'm not a big guy. I'm 5'2". I'm Mexican. I'm short.
I hear you.
You know, like if we really put all of this into excuses, I would never do nothing in my life.
Yeah, that's
But
a
now
fact.
I'm like, listen, let me go to let me go to a part of the country that, you know, I'm not maybe well looked at, and just enjoy it. You know, again, I do believe that when you come into anybody's house with respect
Yeah,
and show respect, humble more than anything, people see that, and I don't care how big, tough you are. You know, I mean,
that is a fact.
I have been to towns where, you know, again, you don't see no one like yourself, you know.
Yeah.
But I come there, hey, greeting everybody.
You gotta
know,
respect this.
Yeah,
You
you-
gotta respect honor.
greeting everybody. You know what? You know, I try to share as much stories about the state that I'm at. You know, nice people. And people appreciate that. You know, people are like, yeah, you know what? We are a nice state. And
Yeah.
listen, good
They
people are
do.
everywhere.
People do have
a pride of
yeah,
be like, yeah,
a
yeah.
sense of honor in
Sense
where
of
they
honor,
are
yeah,
or where they're
You
from.
know, I mean, I've been to places where, you know, I have come to realize that there's people just like you and I that are always, you know, working, providing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just in a different way.
In a different,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, you see these farmers waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yo,
you know,
nobody
5 o'clock
knows.
in the morning, you know, I mean, turning on these tractors, you know, doing all of this. That's hard work too, man.
It is.
You know, people don't understand that in order for you to get corn, squash, you know,
Beans.
pumpkins, beans, all of this, it has to start from somewhere, and somebody has to do it, man.
In the
People don't
soil.
understand that. You know, I
planting
mean,
it.
we go to the supermarket and we
Got the food.
That's it. We got it, but we don't think that. You know, I mean, there's a Mr. Jeff, there's a Jesus behind this. You know what? People don't understand that. People don't appreciate that. But when you're on the road, when you see my paisanos, you know what? I mean, cropping the land. When you see, you know, a white man, you know, I mean, with the tractors and working as hard as you and I do, you appreciate that. You know, you're like, oh shit, okay.
Sunshine or rain.
Yeah, man. So again, you know, I mean, it has been so far a month later, man. Awesome, man. And
Jeez,
I
man.
can't wait for the rest. You know, I mean, I know that, you know, Colorado comes ahead. Colorado, it's very tough. Everybody has told me Colorado is
It's
tough.
just because the elevation.
Elevation, man. 16,000 feet of elevation.
Sheesh.
16,000, you know, I mean.
I'd be excited.
Oh, me too. You know, I mean,
You've been training for a month
for
now.
Let me tell you, man. I got calves.
Yo, I saw that.
I
and
got
said-
calves. I got legs. I'm like, what?
I was telling myself, I'm like, I think that bike is.
Bro, that
people
bike
underestimate the bike.
Works, man.
I'm trying to start becoming a runner,
Nice.
doing marathons,
Nice,
5Ks. We
nice,
do
nice.
5 miles a week,
Yeah.
which is light. But the bike, I got to get back on the bike,
Let me
man.
tell you, man. My first bike, I went on Craigslist. I bought it for $420. You know, a beautiful, you know, road bike, a Cannondale. My son has it, and $420. I bought it with, and I'm telling you, man, I fell in love with the sport. I am so grateful that I found this type of sport. 'Cause it's a sport, you know, or hobby, whatever you want to call it. I'm so grateful, man, because you know, here I am, and you know, I am enjoying it so much, man. Like I told you,
I have nothing but admiration and
Thank you, brother.
appreciation for
Thank
you
you.
sharing your story.
Thank you, brother.
Because it
Appreciate
could have
that.
just easily been like, hey, man, I just woke up. Let me get my thing together.
Listen, I try to tell everybody. I mean, I try to share my story with people because a lot of us are trapped in that same situation where I was. But you cannot take that leap of faith. You don't take that leap of faith. You don't take that challenge because either you cannot afford it, right?
Yeah.
Or because you just can't because, you know, you have someone ill in your house or you have kids
Yeah.
that are still need that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I am blessed enough because I'm truly blessed the fact that I'm able to do this, you know?
Yep.
You know, I
You
was
can't
able,
overlook that.
yeah, I mean,
Some
I'm
people can't
blessed, you
afford
know? I
it.
mean, I know my kids are good. I know my parents are good. We speak every night. And I know that if anything goes wrong, I can just give them a call and be like, yo,
All right.
please come pick me up, you know? So,
And vice versa.
and vice versa, you know? I mean, you know, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed, honestly. You know, when you're away from your family, you understand how blessed you are, you know?
That is a thing about that.
It is a thing,
The separation creates appreciation
Yeah, exactly.
for a lot of things.
For a lot of things, you know? I
Even
mean,
just a shower,
oh, yeah,
a hot
you know?
meal,
Hot meal,
shade, sunlight.
sunlight,
Gotta
man.
love sunlight, man.
Let me tell you, I mean, you know, everybody talks about, you know, not having enough vitamin D and this and that, and
Sheesh.
it's true.
It
Believe
is
me,
true.
I think I have more than enough now.
Oh yeah, you loaded up for the winter.
Yeah,
You gotta load up for the winter because it's
Yeah,
gonna be an
man.
overcast. This has made me say too. Traveling has made me want to grow my own food. That has become my mission.
Nice.
Get
Yeah,
a nice,
definitely.
good, probably like 500 acres and grow
That's
food.
it, man. That's it. I think that this is what we need, man. You know, with all that things that are going on,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
if
for
it's,
sure.
You know,
for
I don't
sure.
know if it's the government, whatever it is.
Whatever
you know,
it
I'm
is.
not- but
Food
I mean,
security.
food security, you have to.
It has made me say that.
You have to, man. I mean, if you really think about it, buy yourself a 1 little acre.
Yeah.
You can grow.
You could grow 70% of your food.
everything.
Yeah.
Get yourself some chickens. You got eggs every day.
Yeah. I don't even, and I have dogs, but I haven't eaten meat in over a couple years
Oh,
now.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's even
I've been
better.
doing
That's
it.
even better, man.
I have I've seen that it's just you really don't need that much money.
No.
We want it because we want, you know, we got to have that comfort and that security and that food.
Again, you know, doing this has opened up, you know, I mean, a different way of look. Again, I tell my kids, if I would have known what the country life was, I would have never stayed in the city. I
Oh,
would have-
Jersey is like
I would have never stayed there, man.
It's
I
right
would
in
have
there.
come here, invest in a small little house,
raise a
2
nice
acres of
family.
land, and let my kids be free. Throughout
Yeah.
this trip, I have seen kids. I have
Oh.
seen kids being kids.
Yes.
You know, I mean,
I seen that.
They play outside. They ride their bikes. You know, they They go fishing, they go hunting.
Horses.
I was somewhere in Virginia and I saw this kid, you know, and he's shivering with his towel and he's sitting down in a bench and I'm like, you're cold? He's like, yeah, I was in the river all day. And I looked at him and I'm like, you have no idea how lucky you are, man.
To
you
be
have
in
no,
a river.
in a river, you go to
Clean.
a river, you go to the mountains, you go hunting, you play outside, you can do whatever you want. You have no idea how lucky you are right now. You have no idea how lucky, how you are because your parents thought of this, you know?
Yeah.
Because, you know, I raised my kids in the city, you know, and over there we're confined to a small apartment unless you're in your house.
No backyard, really.
You know, no backyard, you know, and you can make noise, you can be loud.
Trash in the streets.
you
Can't
can-
dance on
you can
top of the
stream.
heads of your.
You can, you know,
apartment
you can't
people.
throw the ball too far because, you know, you got neighbors. So, you know, these are limitations that we put on our kids because sometimes we have to because we're chasing that money, you know, because we're chasing whatever it is. But
Yeah.
when you think about it and you think like, oh, yo, I could have bought 2 acres of land with a little small house for $35,000 and just live out of the land. You know what? If I need money, yeah, I can, you know,
I'll go
travel
work
to
or
the city,
something,
something else, you know. But, you know, I mean, if you really think about it, like I tell my kids now, I'm like, if you guys want to make me a granddad, please don't get away from the city.
Please.
Get away from the city. Go some, you know, down south or maybe even Jersey, but down south Jersey, buy yourself 2 acres of land, buy yourself a small house, and just think of your kids. Just think about it. Do it for them.
Think about them.
You know, imagine if I can have this, bro. Imagine my kids will be crazy running.
Yes.
I would have everything.
Sleeping outside.
Sleeping
cooking outside.
cooking outside, man. Just be able to do whatever they want in this without worrying about a neighbor being too loud. And you know, I seen in the news, you know, kids being, you know, the police being called on kids for being kids.
For being kids.
For being outside and making noise
For
and
playing.
laughing, and I'm like,
Yeah, they're
you know,
supposed to play.
but again, you know, we have lost all of that. We
Yeah.
have lost all
Hey,
of that.
you need to know how to act.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, I'm
They're
a kid.
actors now. No, they're not kids.
I mean, how old are you?
28.
28. So yeah, a little older. So, you know, growing up when I was a kid, you know, I tell my kids I'm so lucky and I'm so glad, but at the same time sad because they will not understand what a childhood was when I was being a kid. My biggest fear when I was growing up, you know, it's for 5 o'clock to come in and my mom get from work and me
And
not
you're
being,
not home.
No. Yeah, me not being home or me not finishing my homework on time because I couldn't go out and play.
Oh, that's a fact.
You know, I mean,
See, I did the opposite. I would play and then come and
go,
not do
yeah.
my homework. And not do my homework. Wow.
You
But
know,
yeah, if your mom came home
yeah, my
and
mom
your
came
homework
home
wasn't
and
done,
you know my homework wasn't done. I couldn't
Now
go out
you
and
can't
play. You know,
play.
and you know my friends are like, "Yo, come on, like let's go play." Like,
can't
you
even
know,
go play
and
soccer.
the only way for me to go in is when my mom literally had to come outside and start screaming my name, "Jesus, come inside!"
Sheesh.
You know, at 10 o'clock at night. We don't see that with kids no more.
No,
We don't see kids in the park.
there's too much in between now.
Too
There's
much,
too much luxury
too
now.
much, man. So, you know, we have become such a disposable, you know, we have depend on such
Yeah.
indisposable happiness and
Yep.
joyfulness because we post a picture and we worry about how many likes you have, and if you don't have
Oh
enough,
man,
you
it don't look good
you
anymore.
know, it don't
Oh,
look good no
that
more.
makes
You
me
don't-
scratch
you
my
know,
head.
It's crazy, you know, like. The other day I heard this kid, you know, and I was in a Dairy Queen. That's my treat. Whenever I'm a Dairy Queen,
I like it.
I go get a banana split, the biggest one, because I
Ooh,
earned it.
I like it.
And I saw this kid, and you know, he's posting a picture and taking a picture, and the mom goes like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "No, it doesn't look good."
Oh
And She
damn.
goes like, "But it's gonna melt." So, you know, he rather for that ice cream to melt than to eat
Yeah.
it, just because he wants to get that perfect.
I know what you mean.
like,
That
what? I'm like-
dispensable happiness.
Yeah, that dispensable, man. That place of, you know, I'm like, nah, you know,
That ain't it.
that ain't it, man. That ain't it. Honestly, that ain't it.
Hey Zeus,
Yes, sir.
I appreciate the 53 minutes of your time.
Oh shit, 53
I'm-
minutes already?
That's crazy,
Yeah,
huh?
listen, hey man, this is awesome.
It's been good.
It's been
Um,
good, brother.
Guys, this is Jesus. I'm Elijah. Esta es mi amigo.
Yay, Elijah.
All right.
pleasure,
I'm
brother.
going to post this.
Thank you very
and
much,
I'm
brother.
gonna,
Thank you very